The breath has to do with the intake and the exhale of air. How do you take in air and how do you breathe out air? Yes. And there are some singers that when they want to sing, they breathe through the nose, some breathe through the mouth. But I advise and I teach my students that it's better for you to breathe through your mouth whenever you are singing. Now, I want you to look at the diagram on the board. There's a diagram on the board that I want to use to explain the concept of the breathing, how we breathe in. If you look closely to the diagram on the board, now, this is the nose, the mouth, the trachea. The trachea is within this side of the throat. The trachea and the larynx. And this is the lungs. The lungs, you have the right lungs and the left lungs. So when you breathe in, let's say for example you breathe in through your mouth. When you breathe in through your mouth, the air will pass through the trachea. So when the air passes through the trachea, there is a part here which we call the larynx. The larynx is this part of the neck that you can see. For men, for majorly men, is visible. You can see it outside. This is the larynx. Now, in the larynx here, we have the vocal cord. I hope you can see I'm pointing to it. Yes, this is the larynx. The larynx is also called the voice box or Adam's apple. Take note of that. It's also called the voice box or Adam's apple. So in the larynx here, you have the vocal cord. So whenever you open your mouth to sing or whenever you are talking, the vocal cord in the larynx, you can see the diagram here. This is the vocal cord. It's going to open whenever you sing. It's going to open whenever you sing. And when you are not doing anything, when you are not singing or when you are not talking, the vocal cord will be closed. So when the air passes through the trachea, then it goes into the lungs. This is the lungs. The lungs is here. The lungs is covered with the ribs. So whenever you breathe in through your mouth, what will happen is this. The diaphragm. The diaphragm is the down part of your stomach. The diaphragm is going to expand when you breathe in. I want you to practicalize what I'm going to do now. Now this is your diaphragm, this is your stomach. When you are breathing in through your stomach, there's one thing I used to tell my students. When you want to sing, don't breathe through your nose. Most times when you ask people to breathe in, when you ask them to breathe in, you can see I'm trying to breathe in. During the process of breathing in, I'm stressing my chest. I'm giving my chest hard work to do. You see them, they say breathe. You are breathing in and you are raising up your shoulder. It's not advisable. That's why I don't encourage my students to breathe through the nose when you are singing. So when you want to sing, it's better and it's best for you to breathe through the mouth. So when you breathe through the mouth, it's good. Breathing through the mouth, you breathe in a way that your stomach or your belly is going to point out. So we are going to practicalize that now. I want you to place your hand, if you are watching this video, I want you to place your hand on your belly or on your abdomen, whatever you call it, belly, abdomen or stomach. Just place your hand on it. Now we want to breathe in, and while breathing in, we'll try to bring the abdomen to the front. Now look at me. I want to breathe in now. I breathe out. So when you breathe in like that, now I want you to do that. Oh yeah. So place your right hand on your stomach. Try to breathe in through your mouth, not through your nose. Okay? If you are doing it, you will notice that your hand will be moving up if you are breathing in through your mouth. And when you release it, when you breathe out, you discover that your hand will return back to the normal state of the stomach. It's able to breathe in through your mouth whenever you are singing. And if you want to improve your breathing, I will advise you to go for exercise. Yes, go for exercise. You can go for swimming exercise. If you know how to swim, there's no problem. Go for swimming exercise. Go for running, jogging exercise. If it's football, then just try and do exercise to help your breathing. And aside that, there are different breathing exercises that you can do. Let's say, for example, you breathe in and you hold the breath for some seconds. You can breathe in. You see, I just breathe in now. When you breathe in, you can hold it for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Then you release it. Gradually you release it. So it's very good. The breathing aspect is an important component of singing that we must not ignore, that we have to take note of. And most of the great singers, most of the musicians that you see out there, you see them projecting, singing on high notes. They have done a lot of exercises that have to do with what? Breathing. So that is the fourth component of singing. And the last component of singing that we are going to look at is the voice.